Hello, everyone. Uh, this is my MAT117 midterm pep talk, if you want it to be. Um, I have some good news for all of you to keep you moving forward and to get to that level of success you want. I've heard from several of you over the weekend. Uh, there are frustrations. I know this is not an easy course as far as the amount of content that's in it. It really is two courses. Objective 1 is a whole course in intermediate algebra. It covers a lot of different things. Objectives 2, 3, and 4, that is college algebra specifically. And so once you get past Objective 1, we don't test you back on that again. It's the prerequisite materials. It's the new trend in education. Don't take that extra class, just plug everything into one class. So I understand those of you who are struggling a bit with this. It is a lot. But the goal is to get you through in one semester, if possible. However, understanding that we have the option of going to 2 semesters if need be. So I'm going to give a little bit of something for everyone here. And I'll try to do it. Those of you who are right on track and if you have finished all the topics already, you entered this course not needing as much review, that's fine. I don't want you comparing yourself to someone else. You have to compare yourself to yourself. So I'm going to give those kind of, and then you guys can peel off if you want. I'm going to talk more and more about those of you who are further, have more to complete in the course than others, and what other options are. And I'll talk about that extra, what we call a stretch course, towards the end, so that, just hang on here, and I'll try to do it in a fairly short way. But it's important for me to connect with you. It's important for me that I hear what you're saying, and that I will listen. And if you haven't contacted me yet, please do. We can meet by Zoom. We can meet through email, electronic means. But there are multiple ways that we can connect with each other so that we understand each other. This course, this educational journey you are on, it's about you, not about me, not about the institution behind us. Although I know institutions are that way. They really make the journey about them. And I appreciate all that ASU is doing. However, they are an institution. So let's narrow this down to between you and me, the instructor and the learner. The learner and the instructor. Yes, you become an instructor to me. As you interact with me, you teach me how to better meet your needs. So let's work together, and let's just get moving. Okay, so I'm going to switch over, and this is kind of the content area to let you know where everything's at. Okay, so let's switch here. This is our Canvas course, and let me just remind you how you go about, if you go into the grades. I've uploaded some new tracking information. That doesn't sound real pleasing, but some pacing information, some metrics. So click it over to assignment group if you haven't done this before. Apply it, and you'll see it'll organize it, and we'll get all this pacing information. So it tells you exactly how many topics you have left, and this is about where you should be if you're on track with the system. Okay, if you're not, and this is number of topics remaining. So I do this calculation. It's Alex will tell you how many you have. You have to subtract that from 307. This is what's remaining to be done. This topics per hour is Alex calculating your personal working efficiency, how many topics on average you're getting done per hour since your last knowledge check. So it updates over time. But if this is, again, the higher this number, the faster you're getting through things. That speed isn't always what it's about, but doing about 3 topics per hour is good. Notice it means that in this particular student, which is me, I guess, I just a sort of made up student, 11 hours total 11 hours. So could that mean I could sit down for 11 hours and knock out all those topics? Maybe not, but it gives an estimate if I spread it out. So it tells me I'm in good shape. Topics per week, 17, which is below the stated number needed to finish the course, or the topic goals. But again, this is personalized. And hopefully you see that number lower. It means you have more time. And I work with you on these. We can use these as sort of variable topic goals, as the system says. So hours per week, topics per day. And a number of you have contacted me. I notice, and I know how this works. You work on the weekends and on your courses because you're working all week and you've got family, you've got things. But when you put in 6 hours on Saturday or Sunday, one day a week, it is even much more harder, more difficult. So my suggestion is to spread things out over the week. If you can, do a little bit each day, 20, 30 minutes. Make that time. The problem is you think, oh, it takes 6 hours. I don't have 6 hours. Or it's going to take me 2 hours. I don't have 2 hours. I only got 20 minutes. Well, try thinking, let's see what I can do in 20 minutes. Can I get one topic done in 20 minutes or 30 minutes, whatever little time you have? And what you're going to find is as you do that, you're going to make consistent progress. Okay, 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, one topic down, one topic down. That's 5 more topics down. But there is a greater reward for that, in that your mind now starts thinking daily about mathematics and you're making connection. The real learning does not occur when you're looking at something, when you're studying something. The real deep learning occurs afterwards. You folks who do exercise, you know this. The muscle, you don't build muscle while you exercise. While you exercise, you're actually tearing down muscle. It's when you relax that the muscles build up and become stronger and bigger. Same thing with our thinking. It's when we're relaxing and we happen to have a thought about mathematics go through that we connect it with something in our life. That's where the real learning happens. But you have to, the only way to make that happen is consistently be working in the course. A little bit each day. Please try it. Again, I know a number of you feeling great great suffering, sure, but great stress because you spend these long hours 1 or 2 days a week trying to get through the course. Try it. 20 minutes here, 15 if you can. I know it takes time to log in and everything, but give it a try consistently, a little bit every day, and I'll bet you, I know that you'll find greater connection and greater success. And again, I don't mean to be prescriptive, but just give you some suggestions on what might help. You're the expert on you. So like they say in the one of those casino things, you do you. That's true, because you are the one who knows the most about you. And you are the one who's going to need to learn more about yourself more than anybody else. Okay, and then hours per day, so here, 0.3, that's not 30 minutes, that's 0.3, that's 3/10 of an hour. That's 18 minutes. See, this person, 18 minutes a day, they will finish up. Okay, so don't think of, it's only 18 minutes, I don't have the time. Do it. That 18 minutes, this person's going to finish up and not feel stressed out. And they don't have to do the long weekends. They could use it for whatever they want, watch a movie or something. Okay, so that's the main thing I wanted to show you. You know where you are, what you need to do. If you're feeling good, maybe you can check out at this point. What I'm going to do is highlight from the syllabus kind of what we should be at, or what you need for success. So in the syllabus, they've got all these things. So these what do you call these links? If you do control, since I've got it downloaded, I'm going to do control, and then I click on this. It takes me to the topic goals. The reason I know, here we are this week, that's about where I should be is I should have, to be on track with this, 190 topics should be completed. So if you've got 190 on your window, you're good. If you're close, you're good. If not, Well, let's see the things we can do about that. We can still make up. I've seen a number of students that once they get through that objective one, they make very good progress on the rest. Um, there are some times when it does slow you down. I know that. Okay, so again, and if you take the 190 and subtract it from 307, that's where that 117 number came. 117 left to complete. So we're kind of looking at, notice we get to the 307. Notice this is designed to get you done a week early, a week before finals week. We also have finals week. We can keep, you could add 2 weeks to this schedule. So if you're, let's say you're at 140, you can say, okay, I'll use I'm still on track. I'll just plan on doing my work the last 2. I'm going to need to keep working that way. Okay. If you're much beyond that, what I'm going to say is keep working and keep learning as much as you can this semester, which will help with the future stretch course. Okay, and I'll talk about that in a short period. Okay, so the other thing is, let's see, get down into here. So this was last week. We had problem set 2. I do not believe in late penalties, and I do continue to accept work. So if you don't have problem set 2 submitted and done, maybe a few are struggling, I understand that. What I'm going to do is I will make this week sometime, I'll make some startup videos on the problem sets. Because usually we do these in class and we give some direction, and you don't have that direction. Now the goal was to, at least the coordinator set it up that you would submit your draft and you review each other's drafts. I think that's fine, but hey, at the same time, you're not teachers and you're going, why should I, I'm not sure I agree with this particular form of interaction with students, but hey, it's out there. Who am I? But what I want you to do is, certainly work with each other. I will make some videos to help you get started with each of the problem sets. Once I get the set 2 posted, I'll let you know. I'll work on 3 and 4 to help you at least get some background of where to start, okay, how to think through those. And again, I'll take them later. So focus on the ALEKS for now. Focus on getting that test 2 taken. Now, I've also moved the deadline for test 2. I've moved it out a week and a half. Having it due in the middle of the week, I don't think that's helpful. So I moved it to like a Sunday, a week down the road. So it's pushed off. Keep working towards that. Get test 2. The tests are where you really get the benefit. They're the heaviest weighted. So if you get through the topics, study for the test, do well on the test, you'll see that reflected in the final score. Okay, and again, we keep going through. Let me get down here. Now's the time I start talking. If you're about the stretch course, so notice with this grading, all of you who are taking it the first time, this is not a MAT117S, so D, E do not apply. Anything below a 70 does not apply. The lowest grade you can get is a 70. However, I find by completing all the topics, being on track, doing this stuff, the grading system is set up so most students will score up in the B to the A region. Okay, so if you do score below 70 or you don't finish the topics, what do you get? Well, you get a Z grade, which means your course is still in progress, and you get a second semester stretch. Now, when I first heard this, I thought, okay, you just continue with what you're doing, right? You get another semester, keep working. Not quite. What happens is they will have you take you will actually start a new ALEKS course. Could be very similar, could be exactly the same with the topic. Sometimes they make revisions, but you will start a new ALEKS with an initial knowledge check, which means you bring with you whatever you've learned this semester. That's why it's so important to know yourself and how you learn and to focus on learning. Don't focus on points and getting through and being on this track or that track. Focus on yourself and your understanding of the mathematics. Best way to do that, again, a little bit each day. Build that consistent understanding of things, and I know things are not perfect. I know there's so many more things I would like, resources I would like to provide for this section, because I know it is one of the most difficult for adult learners to come into, um, and it doesn't help to try to just push you through. You got to learn this in a connected way, um, and I just let you know that's what my research is focused on. I'm working on a doctorate myself. Um, I'm struggling through many of the same things that you're struggling through as students, and I'm trying to make ways to consistently make things better for learning. Um, so that's where you help me, by letting me know about your experience and connecting with me. Okay, so the stretch course, there's a little bit of information here, but you can't register for it now. You have to wait till you get the Z, and I'm not going to give Z's until we're done, because I want you to stay engaged. Now, you may check out and you say, I got all these other courses. I'm just going to focus on them and I'll take the Z. I'll agree. That's fine. We'll work. But I want you to have the Alex there for when you have a little time. Give it a try. Okay? There's also other options, and I'd be happy to talk to you about different things on a personal one-on-one basis to help you find what really is the best path for you to get through your college education and through the either college algebra or college math. So that's pretty much it. Let me see. Let's go back face-to-face meeting here. There we are. So I thank you for sticking around. I thank you for listening, and I want you to know I'm as good of a listener as I am a speaker. Hopefully you think I'm a good speaker. I don't know. Anyway, I do listen well, and I listen from the heart for the deeper meanings of what you're going through, and I will help as much as I can to help you find that path that allows you that success. But the truth of the matter is this life is about the decisions we make, and we have to make the hard ones. No one can make them for us. I tried. I like to push it off. Okay, you decide for me. What we're going to eat tonight. Well, that's fine about eating, but about life. When I didn't know what to do, I just did what my dad wanted me to do, and he wasn't. I get looked back. Maybe he wasn't really trying to force, but I blamed him. I did, because I just did what he wanted me to do, because I didn't want to make the decisions myself. I'll be honest. When I started taking responsibility for my own decisions and having to think, what do I really want to do? It wasn't engineering, it was teaching. Because as I'm kind of a reserved person, I'm not a very social person. I might even describe myself sometimes. I don't like being around people too much because I get nervous around people. But when I get that connection, I love learning, and I love getting insights from other people, and I really do enjoy working as an educator, someone who helps people on their path. So that's when I started doing that everything became much better. It's not that it all became easy, but that's what I hope to help you find. So again, I can talk and talk and talk, but I want to listen. I want you to know. Come to me, I'll listen. Send me that email right from your heart. I will read every word, and I'll respond back with compassion, understanding, and a plan for you to develop that path that's going to get you the success you want.